Like it or not, we're all sexual animals. And that's the untaught truth of what a human being is. And there's no better proof of that than our history of pornography. And there's something beautiful in how that history describes who and what we really are, a species of perverts addicted to sex. 'Cause damn, way back when, like I'm talking 37,000 years ago, some cavemen were thinking of some pussy. Leastways, that's what people in the know say this is. But to me, I ain't so sure. Then again, it might be because this art was found in a cave in France. You know, the nation of sexual perversion. And just as an aside here, if you're wondering if all that old cave art is really porn, well, it must be, because look at this, it still makes men horny. Now, of course, porn as we know it today, with masterful cinematography, wonderful characters, and plot points, it didn't just happen overnight. In fact, for most of our history, porn was limited to paintings, drawings, sculptures, pottery, frescoes. And there was, yeah, a lot of it. And the wonderful thing about pornography is that it allows us to view the prevailing attitudes regarding sex of any given culture, religion, city, state, or nation. For instance, it's clear that a lot of the ancients were fine with homosexuality because they weren't afraid to broadcast it. In fact, in old Rome, the toga became popular because the method they used to wear togas granted accessibility for sex. And so, you know, I just made that up, but I'm betting it's true. Of course, we all know sex was viewed differently in the old past, but God forbid, it just wasn't Europe that was obsessed with sex, because here in South America, there are a lot of perverts as well. And it don't matter if you're Peruvian or Mayan, because it seems, from what I've seen, they all got a fascination with the male member. And damn it, you just can't ignore the Asians when it comes to the history of pornography, because Japan and China, well, when it comes to porn, they've been getting excited for a couple of thousand years, just like everybody else. Yep, the entirety of the world was obsessed with porn way back then. And it was about to get a hell of a lot worse with the invention of the printing press, because it wasn't long to the publication of I Modi, or translated as a way, or even better, the 16 pleasures. 16 pleasures because there were 16 engravings of various sexual pleasures. And suddenly, pornography was available to the rich and educated. But it was not going to be too much longer till the average man got his porn as well. Because over the next couple hundred years, printing presses became immensely popular and geared toward the common man. And so did pornography, making for all kinds of happy people, but not so happy as the people who lived during the Victorian age when the camera was invented, because those crazy old people way back in the day enjoyed their porn, and they were thinking that their porn just couldn't get any better, till moving pictures came along a few years later. And of course, people way back in 1896 were somewhat disappointed with what is considered the first pornographic film. The Bridegroom's Dilemma didn't have any nudity, didn't have any sex, but it didn't take people long to get what they really wanted, and that came in 1907 with the release of El Sicario, or The Devil. And if you're wondering about the golden age of porn, like was there actually a golden age of porn? Well, yes there was, and that was in the 70s and 80s. And so you know, I was a young stud back in those days, so I remember it well. Believe it or not, people, there was a time when there was an X-rated movie theater in every corner of every small town in America. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but only by a little bit, and that's okay, because I actually think porn is better these days. Not that I watch it, except for research for this video, that is. Because a man has to know what he's talking about. And I'm thinking that the golden age of porn is right about now. And a lot of young men in their pre-teens agree with me. because their parents ain't paying any attention. That's just my 2 cents. Yes, I did this, and I'm proud of it. You know, anything with porn in its title or in its name gets views and likes and what have you. But that's not why I'm doing it. I did this video because it's really actually kind of interesting. I mean, it really does drive home the point that we're all, like I said, like I started off the beginning of the video, we really all are just sexual animals. I mean, we're obsessed with it. Most of us are anyway. I'm not because I'm old. I mean, I lost that a lot of years ago, you know? Okay. But, that said, yeah, I don't know. I've done like three videos to date that has something to do with porn. Okay. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I'm starting to ramble. I think it's time for a shot of tequila and just move on to something that's a little bit more mainstream. But porn's mainstream. Yeah, to hell with it. I'm doing a shot getting out of here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, do what you need to do. But no, that doesn't. Okay.